Welcome to Ultimate Sensei, a chess coaching competition unlike any other. Over the next several weeks, 4 of the world's best trainers will work with 8 hungry students, ready to do whatever it takes to improve their game. Who will work the hardest to improve? Whose methods will prove supreme? And who will become the ultimate sensei?
Hello everyone, and welcome to an exciting stream today. Yesterday we had the initial rounds of our Puzzle Brawl here, where we had the semifinals and the lead up to our finals matches, but the matches were just so tense and so dramatic that we weren't able to finish everything yesterday. We significantly ran over the targeted 2-hour runtime for the event. So that means that we have an extra stream today, which is really exciting. We have our finals and also a tie-break match here between our 3rd and 4th place contestants. So there's a lot to look forward to here. I just want to show the bracket first of all so people can see how we got here. We are going to start today with Kimmy playing against Max here. You can see that they are competing here for this championship spot in the Puzzle Brawl here. And then we are going to have Rebecca and Michael play an important match that will help determine seedings in the final. So we've got a lot on the line here. We learned yesterday that this format is really intense, Kostya, that you can have a match that takes like an hour to compete in, because it's just so dramatic, I think, to have this kind of steel format here. Basically, both of our competitors are going to be trying to solve puzzles. They are going to be doing it on a timer. I've got a timer up top here, 30 seconds. They have 30 seconds to solve the puzzle. If there are multiple moves, they will have to give those additional moves in 10 seconds per move. If there's a mistake, the opponent will have the chance to steal and earn a point. 3 points will win a match. Kostya, what would you like to say about this format that you've schemed up here, this devilish format, and about the matches that we're going to have today?
Welcome everyone. Thanks you guys for tuning in on short notice, and thanks for the participants, Max and Kimmy and Rebecca and Michael for scheduling and coming in. Yeah, yesterday's show was really exciting. I checked the tape on the match between Rebecca and Mitch, and it was like, I think it was something like 40 minutes, that match. So, that was really intense. Yeah, it's gonna be fun today. So what we have on the line is $200 for the first place winner, $100 for second place. Now these are actually team prizes. So for Team David, of which both Kimmy and Max are a part of, it actually doesn't even matter in terms of who wins first and second, because they're sharing their team prizes anyway. But obviously, I'm sure they want to be first in this competition. Kimmy has already qualified for the final spot, and Max's seeding will kind of determine based on how everything else plays out today. Let me ask you guys, Kimmy and Max. Let me start with Kimmy. Did you do anything in between yesterday and today to prepare for this?
I think I focused more on like the puzzles with the rating range 1800 to 2000, because I've been like overshooting the rating range at like 2300, and then I realized that, I don't know, I feel uncomfortable solving 1800 puzzles or 1800 rated puzzles. So I think that might change some things.
Yeah, how about you, Max?
So, I mean, yesterday after the puzzle battle, I took my kind of warmed upness into the rapid tournament at the dojo ran, and I think I did pretty well there. Other than that, I did a couple puzzles this morning just to warm up, but I'm pretty much just ready to go.
Did you guys have any strategy coming into yesterday that you changed for today, having had a chance to compete once in the format and to watch a whole bunch of other players compete?
My main strategy was like, don't forget to breathe. I don't know, like the nerves really caught me off guard. So hopefully I will remember to breathe more.
That's just always good advice. Basically, as humans, we're on a 3-minute timer that resets every time we take a breath. And if we don't do that, we just die. So it's just such an important thing to keep in mind. Sorry, I thought I'd throw that fatalistic thought out there for no reason at all and just, throw that little darkness into the stream. Sorry, Max.
Yeah,
you
the
were
same
saying?
for me. Just kind of stay level-headed. I mean, I feel like I've done enough of these problems that I should be able to solve them. So just stay confident.
I feel like yesterday, Max, you were one of the fastest solvers in terms of giving your answer probably a little more quickly than the other competitors who were using that full 30 seconds. Are you kind of planning to stick to that strategy, stay confident, or are you thinking to use that full 30 seconds a bit more this time?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I feel like my intuition is strong enough and I've done enough of these that typically I'm pretty confident in my first move, but then it's just a question of not trying to rush through the whole problem, just making sure I have everything under control.
All right. Kostya, are we ready to dive in here?
Yeah, I think we're ready to roll. As the higher rated of the two, Kimmy will get the first puzzle. Same rules as yesterday. I'll just remind everyone real quick. Participants will get 30 seconds to solve the problem and then 10 seconds for every additional move. If they get it wrong, the opponent will have a chance to steal with a right answer. And we're going to have a buzzer going that'll let us know when 30 seconds is up and then when the 10 seconds are up. And our rules for this is that as long as the participant will say, the answer right when they hear the buzzer or at the buzzer, we're gonna pretty much count it. We're not going to be too strict about that. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First puzzle for Kimmy.
Rook d2. Queen e3. Queen d2.
Okay, next one's for Max.
Bishop g5. Queen f7. Queen e8.
Okay, nice job.
And we can mention also that we're starting at the level 1800 to 2000, but we will be increasing the difficulty as we advance.
That's right, every 6 problems. Okay, next one for Kimmy.
King g6. King h6. Knight g6.
Nice job. All right, next one for Max.
Bishop e3. Bishop g5. Queen c2.
Okay, chance to steal.
Queen d3. Bishop h4. Bishop g3. Queen G3.
Okay, 1 point for Kimmy. Nice job.
All right, and we'll just take a moment here. We'll show that up on the camera so everyone will be able to track the scores here through the check marks that are showing up. If you get 3 check marks, then you win the match. So our audience can keep track that way. All right, Kostya, let's roll.
Ready to go? Okay, so next one will be for Kimmy.
Rook G1. King G1. Rook F6.
Okay, nice job. Next one for Max.
Knight C6. Queen C7. Queen takes A5.
Okay, great. Wow, 3 each. We're gonna be increasing the difficulty now.
So we're now at 2,000 to 2,200 rated puzzles. This will be our first at this rating difficulty.
That's right. Ready to go? First one will be for Kimmy.
Rook H2. Rook G2. Rook H2. Rook H1.
Never seen that one before.
For the audience, we've had that one twice before yesterday. So
Yeah,
I think
I was the one who got it last time.
right, and
So
you were the
yesterday.
first one to get it.
Yeah, I got
too.
it as well.
Right.
That's
I
so
think
funny.
one other problem might have repeated, but this is the only one to have repeated 3 times.
And I thought this one was in the 1800 to 2000 category. It's as in the 2000 plus. That's funny. All right, next one will be for Max.
Queen E3.
Chance to steal.
Queen B5. HG3. BC3.
Cool. Point for Kimmy.
All right, give me a moment to pull this up. So that's actually going to be 2 points for Kimmy. So she can't win on this next one because she won't have the opportunity to steal. But the next point would win for Kimmy. All right,
Ready to go?
ready?
Yes.
Okay, next one for Kimmy.
Knight C5. Rook F6.
Nice job. Next one's for Max.
Knight D4. King G8.
Time on that one.
Okay, Kimmy, chance to steal.
Bishop G2.
Tough one. Oh, we got some time. What do you think, chat? I'll give you guys a chance. Chat, chance to steal. Honestly, I'm not sure myself. Yeah, knight e2 f4. I was thinking maybe that's the only thing.
Yeah, probably.
Queen g3. We have bishop takes g2. Oh, knight e2 check.
Okay.
Makes sense. Nice. Or knight h3.
Or knight h3.
No, knight h3, king g2. I think.
I wonder why it stops there then. Usually we only stop when there's only one, when there's more than one solution. So I'm wondering what after king g1 would be good other than knight e2. Anyway,
Maybe.
it doesn't really matter.
Okay, that one was I think Max's problem. So next one will be for Kimmy.
Queen C1. Queen F1.
Okay, chance to steal. Okay. I'm not sure on this one either.
I got too overconfident. I thought there would be a follow-up after Queen C1, so I didn't think.
No, honestly, I would have played Queen F1, Rook C1. I thought that was it. I was surprised.
But like knight takes, then.
Right. Still bishop c4 coming looks good, right? Your line looks so tempting. What is chat suggesting?
We got Queen G5 suggested from Brock. Brock's pretty strong. That looks possible. No, not Queen G5. But I like the idea of turning Rook C1.
That's a good point. There just doesn't seem to be any good way to do it.
I'm gonna try Queen H6. No.
That would have been funny. We have time today. Let's really dive in on this one. We got a lot of talent here. We should be able to figure this one out.
Yeah. Queen C5? I don't really... I mean, I'll try it, but I don't really get it.
I want to do something like bishop d2, but I don't know that it actually does anything. I don't think it does anything.
You know, that's a move. I'm gonna... No.
Nope.
Knight H5? Okay, that's a shot. That's a try. Knight H5.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, Gargon chess. You're in the competition.
Good job, Gargan.
Yeah.
What a move. Okay, I guess
So now
we
Rook C2.
take.
But
And 92 after knight takes
Oh, knight
g3.
G-
oh,
That's sick.
That's pretty tough for a problem of this range.
what the
That's very
heck?
tough.
Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, if you had figured that out in 10 seconds, that would have been just insane. Knight h5 is brutal. I think that sometimes a puzzle like this gets a lower rating than it might deserve because people give maybe a correct first move earlier, but then a move like knight h5 is really, really hard. And so the difficulty isn't as hard in the rating as it might be if the most difficult move comes later in the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow. Tough one. Okay.
All right.
Let's move on. Next one is gonna be for
Max.
Max, right? Yeah.
Bishop E2. Rook takes D8. Knight takes E2.
Okay, nice job. Next one is gonna be for Kimmy.
A3. Queen F1.
Very nice. Nice meet. Okay, next one for Max.
Queen takes c4. Queen takes c5.
Nice job. Okay, set the timer, and next one for Kimmy.
Queen C3. Queen E3.
Cool. Nice job. Next one for Max.
Rook h1 check. Rook b h7 check. g7 mate.
Nice one. That's pretty.
Very pretty. Okay, next one for Kimmy.
Queen C1. C8.
Okay, chance to steal.
Rook a1 check. Queen c8. King takes f7. King g8. King takes h8. King g8.
Okay, nice. 1 point for
Move
Max.
order matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
And let me update that. So Max, you're on the board. All right. And again, a reminder to everyone in the chat. I know people are always showing up. This is 3 points. So we've got 2 points for Kimmy right now, and Max has 1 point. You can see that on their webcams with those check marks. So we continue now. Kostya, let's bring
That's
up the
right.
next problem.
Okay, next one's going to be for Max.
Oh, I'm moving that way. Rook takes a7. b4.
Okay, chance to steal.
Rook A8. B4. C3. Rook E8. C2. C1 queen.
Nice. Okay, point
All
for
right.
Kimmy.
And that's actually 3 points for Kimmy. So that's going to be the match. Congratulations,
Well done.
Kimmy.
Yeah.
Very, very
Congrats,
well
Kimmy.
done.
Very well played, guys. I think that was like our highest percentage match of the whole event.
I think in the chat, everyone was very, very impressed with your skills, as they should be. I saw people trying to get the solutions. There were some correct answers, but most of the time they weren't in there before you guys had your answers in there. I think everyone was really impressed watching the puzzles get solved there. Any comments here, after winning, Kimmy? What kind of celebratory comments do you have to share with the audience? Are you going to Disneyland after this?
No, no, I'm just gonna stay at home and like take a nap. Yeah, I was definitely nervous because Max is my teammate and we've practiced together, so I know like how strong he is. So definitely, I feel very lucky to have like snatched a couple points. But
Fantastic.
That was
like,
well played.
Did you practice this format against each other since you were teammates? Did you practice it? Okay, so this was, the first time that you guys got to kind of test yourself against each other in this format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've never actually done puzzles like this, but we've done like calculation exercises, so we know that we're both pretty good tactically.
And being on the same team, do you do that in kind of a competitive fashion where you're trying to race each other to get to the solution?
Not quite.
I guess you could say like we're both just trying to, find the right moves. Whoever has like a better variation, I guess, in our analysis, gets bragging rights.
David's lessons are like the least competitive you could imagine.
For sure.
I mean, yeah, David is a pretty chill guy, so he doesn't really like put us head to head like that. So
Very
Absolutely.
supportive.
Fair enough. Max, any comments here to the audience here after, it's kind of frustrating sometimes when you finish, on a loss, unfortunately, but it's really important for everyone to remember that you won 2 matches before this. And of course you were great today as well, right? So congratulations, on, winning the 2 matches up to this point. What did you kind of take away from the match?
yeah, I think overall it went well. Some of these problems you could see I kind of like maybe got too ahead of myself or missed some like defensive resource from my opponent, which is why I got it wrong. But other than that, yeah, I think it was pretty good. And thanks to anyone that was rooting for me.
All right. Well, we've got another match coming up in a moment for everyone. Please stay around. That was the finals, but we do have a tiebreak match right after this between our 3rd and 4th place contestants for important seeding. And we should remind everyone to follow the competitors. Kimmy, your channel is twitch.tv/KimmyLou18, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And Max, you're at Chess Gains.
Yeah, chess_gains.
Chess_gains. So everyone should follow those channels if they're not already. Reminder that all of the contestants are doing training on their channels and they're doing other kinds of things all the time. So if you're not already following them, that's a you problem, to steal a phrase from Danny Wrench. And you should fix that. You should go follow their channels right now. Hopefully we can get some shout outs here in the chat. I see them. So it's very, very easy. It's like 2 clicks. If you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our next match. All right. Hello, everyone. We are back here with our our contestants here in this tiebreak match. We've got Rebecca here and Michael. So we're really looking forward to diving in. We were going to use a bit of an abbreviated format for the tiebreak match, but that was only because we were under the gun on time yesterday. Since we've got more time today, we're going to try the same format that we just did. Both of the players are ready for the competition. Feeling enthusiastic, it looks like. We've got a little bit of a fist bump here from Michael. I don't know. How are you feeling, Rebecca?
Sure. We'll see. I had a longer nap yesterday, so I'm not sure if I'll do too well today.
Well, naps are obviously the most important component of chess training, I think.
Yes.
You would agree with that, right, Kostya? Is that one of the rooms in the ChessDojo Discord, napping, just to make sure that that part of the training is properly addressed?
We joke about it a lot, but like some of my best tournaments, especially in the US with 2 rounds a day, were ones that I dedicated that afternoon slot to napping. And that can really help before a chess game.
It's actually the secret to winning chess. I completely agree. Like you take a fat nap before a game and you'll just win. It's so good. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So, Michael, did you get your nap then? Because we know Rebecca's got hers.
No, I
I
didn't
did-
get a nap today. That's the problem.
Oh, no, that's the
Yes,
problem.
I
I'm
did.
so sorry.
Today I
I'm
did
so-
not.
You did yesterday. You did
Yes.
not today. Okay. So you're playing with a
Okay.
handicap. Michael.
Well,
did-
luckily for you, I haven't had a nap either. So
Okay.
Okay.
we'll be on a level playing ground. But I did get 8 hours sleep for once. So, I'm pretty awake. So
Okay.
yeah, feeling good. Feeling good.
Did you get 8 hours sleep, Rebecca?
Probably
I
not.
feel like-
I can't
okay.
remember.
At least it's a question. You're in the ballpark, right? I did not.
Yes.
Not that that is relevant at all, but I couldn't stop watching The Queen's Gambit yesterday, which I imagine
Ooh.
many people
No
here in the
spoilers, no
chat
spoilers,
have been
please.
watching. No spoilers, but I definitely did not get 8 hours because of The Queen's Gambit. That's irrelevant, though. We've got an even playing field, an equal number of naps here, so I think we're ready to dive in. Kostya, have you got a puzzle ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely. So first one will be for Rebecca, and here we go.
Queen takes F7. Rook E8. Okay, rook takes F8. And then rook E8.
John.
Nice.
Next one will be for Michael.
Bishop G7. Queen G5. Queen G8.
Nice job.
That is literally one of my favorite problems of all time. I've seen that one before, and I just love the diverse mating patterns. Like, just one of the ones I just love to show, like, young new students.
Mm.
Yeah, Bishop G7. Sounds fun. All right, next one will be for Rebecca.
Rook H8. Queen H1. Queen H7. Queen H8.
Okay, nice job. Moving
Bonus
along,
points
next
in the
one.
chat for anyone who can name that basic mating pattern. Not the back rank mate at the end, but the queen infiltration to h7. All right, Kostya, who's the next problem for?
Here we go. Next one for Michael.
Okay, D7. Takes the bishop, promoting to a rook. What am I doing?
Against this field.
I've seen this one a couple of times. It's promoting to knight because it's the wrong colored bishop.
Yeah, oh dear. Like, I saw that queen, it's stalemate, so I was like, oh, obviously it's a rook.
Yes, no, this is horrible. And then you think bishop and bishop as it doesn't work, but yeah, it's not.
Oh, so
the
dumb.
knight.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got layers. Okay, point for
It's like an onion
Rebecca there.
or an ogre.
Right.
Yeah, tough to solve on your first time seeing it.
Yeah.
And
Basic.
next one will be for Rebecca here.
Rook e8.
Okay, chance to steal.
Rook takes h6. Queen e6.
All right, count it. Point for Michael.
All right, 1-1. Just a moment while we update here. All right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna advance to the next rating range, 2,000 to 2,200.
All right, and while you do that, I'll remind everyone in the chat, if you're showing up here just now, this is 2-3. So if you steal, you get a point. So each contestant right now has 1 point, right? So they're working their way towards 3. 3 will win the match. All right, Kostya, you've got
next
some
one
more challenging
for-
puzzles.
Yeah, next one's for Michael here.
d2. Knight d3. Okay, take the queen. I was actually not sure on that. Like after knight d3, if oh wait, I was thinking okay, queen e3, but obviously it's a double check. So yeah, just blank.
All good.
Yeah.
Nice job. Next one is gonna be for Rebecca.
I'll just pass on this one.
Okay. Chance to steal for Michael.
Knight f2.
I think chat solved this
Queen
one.
takes
I think-
e4.
I did this one yesterday. I can't remember the solution though. I don't
Yeah.
think it's queen takes e4.
Does that
Take
run into queen b3?
Oh, it's not queen e4? Oh, that'd be shocking.
I don't think it. I can't remember. That's why I didn't want to suggest though.
I wondered if queen b3 was an antidote, but queen takes e4 was the move that was just jumping out.
Yeah.
We are hearing it is queen takes e4, according to David. And he did coach 2 finalists in Puzzle Brawl, so he's
Is
he's
it
got
queen
some
takes e4?
claim to fame here.
That's definitely the move. Yeah, I don't see another one. I mean, if it's not knight f2.
Oh, it is that. Okay, I thought that was wrong.
David, what's the solution to queen b3 in response?
Well, maybe just bishop e6.
Bishop e6 probably stops that.
Makes sense. All right.
What are we doing here, though?
We also have people in the chat saying bishop e6. And then knight d3 at the end of this. One
Hey,
piece
you
extra.
just up a piece. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember. That was. Oh, that was Rebecca's puzzle. So next one will be for Michael.
Queen f6.
Okay, chance to steal.
Okay, Queen h7. Queen h8.
Ooh.
Oh,
Might just be quiet move. Bishop takes g6.
And then Queen B7.
Ah, and it's
seems
rook
like the
e7,
only
Queen h8.
try.
Yeah.
Rook
Yeah, but you
E7
just
blocks
win the rook on e8 with mate. Yeah, Queen B7.
Yeah.
Queen H8.
Yeah. Ouch.
Queen b sounds nice. Okay. Point for Sam. Okay, next one for Rebecca.
Rook takes g2. d5.
Okay, chance to steal.
Rook takes h2.
Wrong double check, I think.
Rook g1.
Ah, yeah.
Queen
of course.
d3 and the rook
Well,
snakes around to g1.
Queen d3
Yeah.
is king move. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat was doing well on that one. And we should point out too that someone just pointed out in the chat correctly that everyone who is not Rebecca and Michael here does not have the pressure of the clock. So you might think that you have the pressure of the clock when you can see the clock and you're like, I'm trying to solve it in 30 seconds, but you guys are under a lot more pressure, as are all the other players who are solving puzzles with hundreds of people watching. And the pressure of the audience, as people are pointing out. So you guys are just crushing it, of course. I would
May I ask
hate
what was
to do
wrong
this
with
format.
d5?
D5,
Because
yeah.
d5 was my move as well, actually. Just
d5 was a really good try, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought with the rook on g2.
I mean, it could be like, because this is forced mate, so if d5 is
Yeah.
like -5 or something, then it's not going to be as good. But it
I'd
does
give
feel
Rebecca a
like
point.
Thank you. I'll take that. Sorry, it's,
it might
yeah.
just be like a mate in 7 or something, and then that's still worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. Next
Bishop
one is-
takes d5. You still have rook g2. I think you still have
On
it.
bishop d5. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
we still
rook
have like
g1.
the rook h2 mate. Yeah.
I mean, rook g1.
Right.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could snake the queen over to f6. But no, you would just give the same mate. So I think though that after bishop takes d5, you have to go back to rook g1.
Yes.
Right,
Because
right.
of queen f6 check if the pawn takes. So if that's the case, then I think it makes sense because you still have to find the same winning idea.
But
Yes.
surely after d5, bishop d5, queen d5, you're threatening rook f2. And how does white...
Oh, there's rook c8 check, so it's.
Ah, rook c8. Okay.
I mean, it might even still be winning there. Yeah. But who knows?
I'd take black, but yeah.
All right. Kostya, let's advance to the next problem.
Yeah. Next one is going to be for Michael.
Okay. Rook takes f1. Queen d1. Rook f8.
Okay, chance to steal.
Bishop h4. Rook f8.
Nice
Damn.
shot point for Rebecca.
I have no idea why that's correct and what the other solution was wrong.
I
but
think
okay.
so. The king can't run to g3 because now the pawn is preventing that.
Right.
Okay.
I guess you've got queen f1 is a mating net.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, next one is gonna be for Rebecca here. As soon as Sam, are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready to go. I've got the score updated here.
All right, here we go.
King g6. Rook c5. Rook f rook sorry.
Which rook? Which rook?
This the one in the c file. Let's see.
Chance to steal.
The other rook takes on c2. Wow.
How is it neither of those moves?
Oh, that's crazy.
I guess we're just being way too greedy, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know.
But we're
No,
an
I was-
entire piece up.
Pretty sure it's one of those moves. Probably there's some checks. I'm wondering what the winning move is then.
Is it queen takes f2?
I mean,
But that doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Is it a move to stop queen to e8?
Right.
We got rook b8 in the chat. No. Chat, this is your chance. Rook b1 also possible, but I doubt it. Yeah.
Maybe it's just queen e5, and the idea is that you're winning the piece anyway.
Are you winning the piece anyway? I feel like you can trade queen to move the bishop.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
can
I
just move it.
kind of see what you're saying. What about rook back to c8?
Other one.
No.
This is making us feel better at least.
I know,
better,
that's the entire point of this exercise.
This is why I actually went with the steal format, so that if someone got an impossible puzzle, both players would get it wrong. Man.
Is
I
it
mean,
rook
maybe
b-
queen takes
rook
f2
b1?
is good for a draw, but we're trying to win, right?
I think rook b1, and then maybe there's a mating net.
Rook b1 I think was wrong.
There's
Wasn't
queen
that
e8.
tried?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
think
tried it.
someone suggested that.
Try this one. Have I tried queen f2 yet? Okay.
Wait, we haven't tried rook b1
That
yet.
was
I've seen some
we
comments in the
have,
chat,
yeah.
but I don't think that I've actually seen anything that we haven't tried.
7. Okay. Who said rook b7? Someone said rook b7. Oh, it's
Why?
cheeseburgers.
Wow. Wow.
I guess so. This rook, the c rook, is staying on the bishop. Do we block? No, we play king
What?
b7. Yeah, no checks.
No checks.
e5.
And rook e5 and rook e1.
e5. That looks good. e1. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
This
How
is
is this
such
when
a
you rated 2000 to 2200?
crazy puzzle.
You might have time for like rook a7 with rook a1 or rook e1 on the board, but you have queen g4.
Hey, I'm gonna use the
is problem.
bathroom real quick. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
all right, all right.
Okay, let's just try all these rook moves.
The rook c5 again? Oh no, our rook is being attacked.
b2.
Wow. There's just so much patience on display here.
Yeah, I have to say this is not a great puzzle for me.
Oh,
Like, I don't
okay, you can
understand
take
what
on
level
C.
this would be.
Oh, can you take on C2 now? I wanted to take on C2 and go Queen A1, but you can take with the rook. Sorry, that doesn't work. Alexa says disgusting engine line. Yeah, this one does feel like a 3,000 rated problem here.
I think it's another one where the first two moves are really easy to
Right.
spot, but
The fact
rest is.
the fact that
queen mating on a1, like maybe you play some rook takes.
it might be rook b8. I tried rook takes c2. Right. Nope. What about just
This is where
rook
you use the hint button.
I'm
a2?
gonna use that hint.
Rage quit.
This rook. Okay, this rook.
That rook. What? Why that rook? Why that rook? Back to c5. Wow. I think you suggested that too. Okay. That's definitely another example where the problem's difficulty, which is 2119, is messed up by the fact that it's much easier to get partial credit than full credit. Like the difference between partial credit and full credit is huge here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chat can't see it, but the themes on this problem are really funny. Opposition, pass pawns, pin, rooks on 7th.
You should
I'm gonna
downvote the
yeah.
ones that do not apply, i.e. the ones there. Just downvote pretty much all of
There we
them.
go.
Rook on the 7th maybe isn't the worst, but
That was okay. Yeah, pin was
Yeah,
alright.
there's technically a rook on the 7th.
I think just downvote everything and get rid of his puzzle.
As it works.
Just theme. There's no engine problem. All right, next
Okay.
one is gonna be for. Oof, who got that one first?
Michael, I think. I think I got it first and got the rook wrong. And
Oh,
then
that's
Michael
right.
got the other rook wrong.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, next one for Michael. Here we go.
Okay, queen e1. Bishop e5. g5.
Okay, chance to steal.
Bishop d4.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hey.
well done. So that's actually the 3 points that you needed, Rebecca. So congratulations, you've won the tiebreak match here. Well done. Are you going to go to
Thank you.
Disneyland?
It's a bit of a far trip, I'm afraid. We don't have a Disneyland in South Africa. Probably the closest is France.
Fair
Wow.
enough.
Yeah.
Also, just in general, I don't think we can advise Disneyland travel during a pandemic. I know that they opened. I'm aware of that. But I think that probably that's not something that can be recommended in good conscience at the moment. So the meme is a little undercut in this particular climate. All right, Rebecca, do you have anything to say to the audience here? How are you feeling after the victory?
A lot of fans. A lot of
fans.
elephant emojis today.
Yeah, I'm relieved. I didn't think I would do too well. Michael's a tough opponent, but I'm glad at least that I did manage to get some revenge for Jesse, because Michael knocked Jesse out in the last round.
I was
So
thinking
that's
that.
at least good.
Fair enough. I didn't realize that the elephant hype emote, which is just fantastic, is a hashtag chess emote. And it's just been swamping the chat for the entirety of this match. So obviously there was a lot of support. I don't know if you had the chat you should not have had the chat open.
No, I didn't. I know that they suggest moves there.
Right. But I don't know if you were aware of how much chat support there was for you here. Just a ton of
Amazing.
a ton of hashtag hype.
Thank you so much, everyone who was supporting in that case.
And Michael, how are you you feeling? You just had, a very, very tense match. Did you enjoy this format? Actually, I'd love to hear from Michael first, but for both of you, especially Rebecca, who had the most dramatic match in this format, what did you think about this kind of steel format for puzzles?
Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. Like, it definitely grew on me. I did try practicing this with Frank with Artus, and we literally had no idea how the rules would work. But once we got into it, then yeah, I quite like it. Like this whole stealing business. Yeah, it's good fun. I like it.
So you got good reviews, Kostya. Of course, Kostya designed this format, tested it, and everything. Kostya is the mastermind behind
shout
a
out
lot
to
of things,
Dave Pruitt.
ChessDojo and Ultimate Sensei. Shout out to David.
Thanks, Sam. But yeah, it was actually, I think, more or less David's idea to have the horse format. But yeah, we had to refine it.
I think one negative I would say though is that like with the puzzles, there's such a large fluctuation. It can kind of help if, let's say, but I guess both people get it wrong. So yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it is sometimes tricky. So I felt a bit bad for Mitch yesterday with I think the deciding puzzle, the one that he got wrong after I got mine right. It was an end game.
Right.
So like the end games are quite hard to calculate in 30 seconds. So perhaps that's a little tricky.
I think
If we both get it wrong, then it's fine. But
in 30 seconds, sometimes it's difficult just to figure out which way the pawns are moving. I think that Max lost 10 seconds earlier on one of his puzzles where it was really confusing the first time you looked at it. Disorienting. Maybe it would be a little fair to use curated puzzles, something like that, so that you know the puzzles ahead of time. But that would be, of course, quite a challenge of curation.
Yeah, originally one of the ideas was to have Jesse Cry be like the puzzle master and give both students puzzles. But, his sense, not to call him out, he's not even here, but his sense of like what's like an 1800 puzzle and a 2000 puzzle like might not be that great either.
That's a good point.
I think it was an exciting format. It definitely, yeah, sometimes it can swing one way or the other. For instance, like if you get a puzzle where there's only 2 candidate moves, you guess the first one, it's wrong, your opponent has an easy shot to guess the other move. But as long as the conditions are fair for everyone, I think that was kind of the main thing we were going for. I
have a personal request. When there is Ultimate Sensei Season X, whatever it is, 2600 to 2800, I would like to see Grandmaster Puzzle Brawl with this format, with puzzles like from Dvoretsky or some other crazy difficult puzzle book, like the hardest you can find. I would watch that diligently. I wouldn't understand it, but that would be really, really fun.
No, I think those guys would struggle even with some of today's puzzles. But yeah, that'll be a blast.
All right. Kostya, what's coming up here in the Ultimate Sensei competition? We're advancing towards the finals. Can you give everyone kind of an idea of what's coming up next in the format?
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have our final tournament. This is actually the main tournament that the standings are going to depend on. There's a lot of money on the line. So our 4 players confirmed for the top half of the bracket are going to be Kimmy and Max from Team Pruis, David Pruis's team. Then we have Rebecca from #Chess, getting coached by Eugene Perelstein. And our 4th finalist is going to be Mitch, of course, from Team Alex Astane. So those are going to be our 4. The other 4 spots are still to be determined in terms of the pairings and who's going to play who first. But those are going to be some really exciting matches. Those are going to be rapid knockout matches, 2 games rapid, then going to blitz tiebreak / Armageddon if necessary. And in the meantime, the students and coaches are going to be training and doing weekly lessons. So you guys make sure to follow their channels if you want to see some of their private lessons. Just posted the links in the chat. Also make sure to follow all of the students as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a great end to the season.
I just pulled up the format as you were kind of breaking everything down, and there was $300. That was one today, 200 by Kimmy, 100 by Max, right? But there's still $2,000 in prizes for the final placement for the teams. So there's just going to be a lot on the line November 7th and November 8th. Think about the gaming chairs that you could buy with that money, right? You guys have great channels. Think about all of the colors that could be behind you. Maybe they make gaming chairs with like neon flashing lights or something. Could put that that money to use for something like that. What's coming up next on the ChessDojo channel? Do we have any other action today? What's the next stream that is coming up from ChessDojo?
Oh yeah, thanks Sam. So in about 90 minutes, we're going to be doing our Sunday talk show, Dojo Talks, with special guest John Hartman from US Chess, who's their digital editor, and he works on their Chess Life magazine as well. Then as usual, we're going to have our Sunday Night Fights show coming up at 3 p.m. Pacific, featuring classical commentary on games between students of the dojo. So that'll be fun as well.
All right. Fantastic stuff. Kostya, I think that's probably going to wrap it for today. Thank you so much to the competitors, of course. Congratulations to Rebecca on a thrilling victory here. And we'll see everyone again in 90 minutes.